Alright, so first card, Whispers of the Old Gods. You know, it's the title of the expansion. And it's a Druid card, so are they putting more emphasis on Druid? I don't know. Someone 711 Wisp. Or give your minions +2/+2. Scenarios it competes with the ability to give your minions +2/+2. With the additional 2 mana, you get 3, 5, 8, which is huge. So I don't see this card as a viable option. Summon 711 Wisps. Will this be used? My answer is no. It's still to have a compete with a. I'd rather just play in innovate scenarios and have an extra 5/8 on board. You know. Cloxy, Amber Weaver, Battlecry, Fewer, Seatoon. Or is that how you read them? Is it Seatoon? I think it's a Katoon. I read it so far as a Seatoon. Alright, let's call it Katoon. If you're a Katoon has at least 10 attack, gain +5 health. Oh boy, so this card becomes a 4/10, which is insanely effing strong. Thankfully, this card does not have cards. It's not like a beast or, you know, it doesn't charge up at the end of the cards. It'll be just Yeti. If the Shredder goes down, which it will, the Shredder will be removed from the meta along with the stack as a part of the Goblin versus Gnome. So you have to buff Cthulhu. So it's an extremely difficult card. It's a 10 mana minion neutral 6/6 that you have to buff at least 10 attacks, so you have to buff it by 4 attack. It should, right? If your Cthulhu has at least 10 attack, regardless of where it is, then this card is really, really insanely strong. You can play 2 mana 2/3. You can play Bacchanal of Evil. Oh, yeah, this could be like board flipping. If you can do this, regardless of the where Cthulhu is, which I assume is the case. Mire Keeper, choose one. Summon 2/2 slime or gain empty mana crystal. So this is a good, I guess, alternative to. It includes the Wild Growth into the deck. At the same time, at worst case scenario, 4/4, 3/3, and 2/2. I don't see this card as strong as the other 4 drops out there. If you choose to summon 2/2 slime, however, if you want to build a deck, swarmy deck, like I have a feeling that a lot of new Druid meta will be like somewhat swarmy. With possibly Force of, not Force of Nature necessarily, but possibly Soul Forest. So yeah, the problem is gaining empty mana crystal competing with the Wild Growth. Wild Growth, if drawn at turn 10, it can be used as a draw power, but this card cannot be. It will be just 2/2 slime. So only good if you played on turn 4 as a gain an empty mana crystal, or you can, you know, innervate it or coin it. But it'll be almost a useless option after turn 5. Is this card good enough? Is the 4 mana 3/3 and 2/2 good enough? And the Dark Arakoa. Taunt Battlecry, give your Cthulhu +3/+3, whatever it is. Alright, so 6 drop 5/7 is actually not bad. Competing 6 drop is the Ogre. At least it used to be. Ogre actually was used time to time. I'm not saying it wasn't one of the popular picks, but it was picked, especially on Mage, time to time. So will this be a good alternative to Ancient War? Even silence it to 5/7 instead of 5/5 at cost of 1 less mana. Ancient War is and was played very often. I can see this card actually being played a lot, especially if you want to add Cthulhu into the deck. And Markov Yashari or Yasharge. Give a minion +2 if it's a beast to draw a card. Oh, another beast is synergy cards. And a draw card. And +2/+2 for 2 mana, which is not the worst. It's still being used in current meta, an aggressive Druid deck. Too bad the some of these. All right, I mean, if it is, it'll be too OP. Like it cannot be comboed with cards like Cloxy, Amber Weaver, or none of these new cards are beast, unfortunately. But you know, there are cards out there like Druid Claw. It is beast once it's summoned. Also has a taunt, so if you can buff a taunt, that's a good. Also draw a card. If you draw a card with this, like the Bleach has been pushing towards the beast to Druid very often. They've added the snakes. So yeah, it's a good. It seems to be a good alternative draw cards if you're running out of beast, which isn't that difficult. You can easily run. Actually, though, you can't really combo it with the new Cthulhu cards. Because all new Cthulhu cards are not a beast. If you add all the beast cards, it's just Synergy is just not there. It's there, it's just not strong enough by small margin. It's as good as just mid-range Druid deck. It just lacks a board presence. So if this mark can add that power, draw power, board presence at cheap mana, yeah, I think Druid Beast Druid can make a huge comeback. So first card I'm pretty excited for is a Fendrel Stagellum. First of all, I look at the stats. 4 mana, 3/5 is not bad for a card that has any special effect that is helpful to the game. And it says your choose one cards now have both effects combined. Both effects combined. So Ancient Lore becomes a draw 1 or heal a minion for 2. Or any character. Which is really OP. Your Druid Taunt, Druid Claw becomes a Taunt charged for 6. Your Ancient War becomes a 10/10 Taunt. Wow, okay, so this card, and Keeper of the Grove obviously deals 2 damage and silence a target. I guess it'll do the same thing. I don't know if it's gonna silence first or deal 2 damage first, because that actually makes a difference. But this card I can totally understand all the Druid cards and nerfs under assumption of this card coming out, because with this card, even with the new nerf to Druid cards, all those Druid cards choose 1 effects are OP. Deal 2 damage, summon 1/1. So this card actually can be comboed with the the early Druid cards. Yeah, I can see this card definitely being in play, at least one of it. Although, well, you can only play one of it. It's a legendary card. Next, Forbidden Ancient Battlecry. Spend all your mana. Gain +1/+1 for each mana spent. I really wish this card has like a taunt. Oh my god. This card, man. Oh my god. It's like token that spend all your mana. It's like, is this the new Magic the Gathering card? Whoa. Cards that are starting becoming actually mana efficient and good. So you can, yeah. Wow. These cards are really powerful situationally. I just wonder if a Forbidden Ancient is worthy to play. It's a good late game. It's pretty actually bad, because you don't want 1/1 per 1 mana spent early game. It's just that because it fits into mana curve, whatever you have left over, and you can choose to become however strong this card becomes. I think this card is really extremely flexible, but really weak to silence. Silence has been nerfed, however, with the L costing like 3 mana, and Keeper actually is a 2/2 instead of 2/4, but the other silence option still exists, so this card I don't see being thrown immediately into the meta yet. Adel the Grizzly. After you summon a minion, +1/+1. Ooh. So this card, I mentioned how new cards can push your mana towards a swarmy Druid deck, and this card is definitely a pinnacle of it. After you summon a minion, +1/+1. I'm curious if this triggers every time, which it doesn't sound like it. If so, this card is an utterly piece of crap, like 3 mana, 3/3 maximum, weighted 2/2 to start with. Because it usually says the whenever instead of after. So yeah, this will be definitely be getting a buff for each summon the minion. And it doesn't say after playing minion, it says summon a minion. So it will also work with the summoning effects that I assume. Feral Rage, choose one, give your hero +4 attack this turn, or gain 8 armor. So this card is basically heal, but it's an armor, which is better, or it can, +4 attack. I actually like this card a lot. It's a lot of Druid cards will add the damage equal to mana, which is kind of bad, but it doesn't. It adds +1 attack, although it may not be strong enough if you played attack-wise. But then you can run a lot of draw cards, like Azure Drake, both Rats, both Azure Drakes, both Ancient Lore. Both Azure Drake was already being played into meta when people are running 1 Force Nature and 2 Afterward. So I'm excited what other draw cards people will bring, or whether this expansion will provide. Hey guys, MaSsan here, thanks for watching. Please join my channel by clicking this subscribe button and check out more of my videos right here. I appreciate your support, you're awesome, stay beautiful, MaSsan out.